All right, YouTube. So this is, I guess, just a quick update and further detail video from my other one. I was kind of in a big rush the last time I did a video, so got a few more tools since the last one. First thing I did was got another pair of linesman pliers here. I was doing some work in my backyard and I had to cut apart into some twisting metal, so I got a cheap pair of these, but they're bigger, so they're you can see the size difference there. Give me a little more leverage, and I had another pair of regular pliers I threw up here. The only other thing, screwdriver-wise, I guess, sorry, I got some of these offset ones. They're really handy sometimes for doing like door handles and stuff like that. So I found a cheap set on sale, so I picked up a set of those. Got some more extensions. Mastercraft ones, they're wobbles. So I've got a whole other set of wobbles, and they have this nice knurling on them. So I should have more than enough extensions now. Also got... did some moving around and moved my spark plug sockets. It's not really a big deal, but pretty much, I think I'm pretty much set for sockets. Something else that I picked up is I bought some more wrenches, so I had to move my line wrenches. So my metric line wrenches are now in my metric line wrench drawer. So fills the drawer pretty good, but you can still find everything you're needing. So now in my specialty wrench drawer, the new addition is I picked up some Bergen, I guess they're called aviation wrenches, but just like the straight ones, they used to have, they're two sizes per wrench. So like this big one here, this is an 18 and a 19 millimeter, and just picked them up today. I ordered them off of Amazon, and I was using the 18 millimeter today. I've been working on my Jeep right now, so to break loose some of the bolts, holding like the brake calipers and stuff on, awesome, just super handy. I love having that extra leverage. So, and then I moved my standard ones over here, so it's kind of standard on the right, metric on the left is kind of like the whole organizing of the toolbox now. So I'm pretty much maxed out for specialty wrenches, unless I move some more drawers around. I thought about getting some stubby standard ones, sorry, but I really don't use standard much. So pretty much everything I'm working on now is metric. So here's my standard wrench drawer, and I just moved those my standard line wrenches in there. So it's getting full, but you can still organize and you can still see everything. And again, I have the bigger ones in the back just kind of taped together because I hardly ever use them, so kind of save some space. Other than that, the other tool I got was sorry, I got cat meowing in the way here. Picked up a new drill. It's a Campbell Hausfeld. It was from Princess Auto. For the folks from America who may be watching this, Princess Auto is kind of like the Canadian version of Harbor Freight. So, some of their stuff may be on the cheaper end. Some of the stuff's, good, and they do carry some name brand stuff sometimes. And I think Campbell Hausfeld's decent. I don't know a lot about them, but for what I do and for how much as I'm going to use it for. But that'd be really handy for doing like mud flaps and stuff like that and getting into tight spaces. So other than that, really haven't bought anything else. I did move a few drawers around. So like I moved my punches and chisel to the top drawer of this one because I'm going to use it more. So I moved the rivet gun. I basically swapped them, but I'm going to use the punches and chisels more than I'm going to use the rivet gun. The other thing that I did is I had that partial empty drawer. So I threw my grease gun in there because it was kind of falling out of the cupboard I had it in. So I just threw it in there for now. Eventually, I still want to make that like my uh-oh drawer. So, but other than that, I'm pretty well equipped for tools for what I do. Right now, you can see I'm stripping the back axle out. My front axle is actually at a friend's right now. He's busy seating, but I'm hoping he can finish up the swapping the gears over for me. I'm going from 33-inch tires up to a 37-inch tire, so I need to change the gear ratio. So this is my major project, is the Jeep right now. So something else I wanted to touch on. So I'd said I had like about 100 feet hose to reach out to the garage in my last video. Actually, the reason I have so much hose is because I bought that much hose when I was shingling the roof of my house and I was using an air nailer. But it actually has been handy a few times because I can actually reach out to the street with it. So I've had friends come over and need like air in their tire or whatever, and if the driveway's full, I can still work on their stuff, which has kind of been handy. So Other than that, something else I was going to mention in the other video, the thing that's hiding underneath this blanket is actually an extra LS motor for my pickup truck. I blew the transmission in it last winter, or it's not this past winter, the winter before. So that was the transmission that was in my truck. I bought a whole parts truck, so I swapped the transmission out of the parts truck into my truck and pulled the engine out for spare. Someday it might end up in the Jeep, but I don't know. We'll see. So other than that, garage is just a big mess right now. Trying to get stuff done on the Jeep, but tonight I go back to work and I'm first car out for the next 3 days, so progress might be a little bad. These are the new tires that are going on the Jeep. These are a 37 1250 17 Cooper SST Pro. So that's the new pretties. Forgot to mention in my other video too, the wood that's underneath all these fenders right now, that's actually the dolly I use to keep my hard top on. In the summertime, I have a soft top for my Jeep as well. It's kind of rolled up underneath those fenders right now. And then up here is just like spare parts and like sawhorses and fans and stuff that I don't use a lot, but I do use them enough. And I'm a fairly tall guy, and I can reach that stuff from the ground level. So, and then I was also going to mention those things hanging off the wall there. I got some on that side and some on this other side here. Those are actually what I hang my doors off of in the summertime. Most of the summer, my Jeep is roofless and doorless. I've actually gone on 2 trips to the States with no doors. So I enjoy that freedom feeling of having no doors. So anyway, that's the update. I might spend some time tonight after I'm back on call out here kind of cleaning things up. I got tires everywhere because I basically got 2 sets of tires in here now. I'm going to try selling these other ones. But yeah, I don't like having my garage this dirty. This is really messy for me. I'm not a neat freak by any means, but I can't stand working in a messy shop. I just brings back memories of growing up in a messy shop, and I can't stand it. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed the tour, and really enjoy watching everybody else's videos on these updates and the toolbox tours. It's kind of become my new obsession is watching all your videos. So hope you enjoyed this one. Take care.